Coming up with a cool and memorable name for your YouTube channel is important, but it can be kind of overwhelming to decide what name it should be. So whether you're just creating your YouTube channel or you already have one, the good news is you can always change your YouTube name. So that takes a lot of the pressure off. Everybody can relax now. And there's a link in the description showing you exactly how to do it. Now there's actually 4 main channel name templates that you can choose from for yourself. I'm gonna share those with you and also some cool tips for coming up with a channel name and some mistakes that you definitely want to avoid.
You gotta just press record.
Hey guys, my name is Nolan Molt with Think Media. Now let's get started with the 4 main templates that you can choose from. First one is super easy and super common, and that is to just use your name. The second one is to name your channel based off of your brand or business that you are building. The third is a hybrid name, which I'm gonna explain shortly. And fourth, this one I just like to call creative name, where it's something completely different than your name, your brand. It's just something kind of random. So let's go over the pros and cons of each of these so that you can decide which one is gonna be best for you. So the first one is just to use your name. This could be your first and last name. It could be just your first name or whatever you go by. Think of people like Ryan Pineda, Vanessa Lau, Gary Vee. All these people have built YouTube channels around their name. And actually all those people are gonna be speaking at Growth Video Live. And I'm warning you guys now, these tickets are gonna go fast. So make sure you check the link in the description if you wanna come hear those speakers and a bunch of other speakers in Las Vegas, or if you wanna pick up a virtual ticket, link in the description. This really is perfect for the person who's wanting to build their personal brand. Maybe they don't have a business yet, but they want to take YouTube seriously and just build a brand around themselves. Definitely go ahead and use your name if that's the case. So whether you're just posting videos for fun or you're really trying to take this seriously and build a personal brand, using your name is just a great go-to. You can't go wrong with it if you're just trying to get started and grow a YouTube channel. But really that brings up a good topic, which is the template number 2, which is to name the channel based off your brand or business. Now there actually is some pros around building a following based on the brand and not even correlated to your name at all. One of the pros is that when people see your name, Fishing Dudes, they're gonna know right away that you have a channel about fishing. Another pro with actually building up the channel without your name attached to it is that you could sell this in the future. You could really build it into a bigger business, into a bigger YouTube channel that's beyond yourself. A great example of this is a YouTube channel that I like to watch called Goal Guys, and you know that it's a couple guys and they're basically accomplishing goals in every single video that they do. And that's a major tip right there, is that if you can make your channel name actually speak to what it is you're making content about, this is going to actually help you a lot, attracting eyes and the right viewers to your audience. Another great example is Amazing Graze Boards, and Jordan on our Think Media team actually has this channel that tells you exactly what the channel's about. Now, if you're having a hard time coming up with some ideas here, the first thing that I would do is I'd write down what my channel is about and specifically maybe those main keywords that I'm going after, and I would try to think of a name that would include that. Another tip here is to make it super simple. And when you think about Jordan's channel, she did both of those tips really well. It's simple and it tells you exactly what her channel is about. It's about graze boards that are amazing. Another tip here is to make it memorable. I think of Charisma on Command. It has those 2 C's. It's really easy to say. It's really easy to remember. You can tell a friend about it and they're not gonna forget it. So making it memorable is super important. Coming up with a few ideas and then bouncing those off of some friends to see which ones they like the most could be a great idea for you to figure out which one is gonna be the best for your channel. Now, if you already have an established business, I definitely recommend using that business's name as your YouTube channel. I look at the YouTube channel Aperture. They're a lighting company. They produce awesome lights, and their YouTube channel is just their business name. And over the years, we've seen different hosts on this channel, but the nice thing is it's not tied to a personal brand. It's actually tied to the business. So it's really easy for them to do this because people are subscribed to Aperture for the lighting tips, the lighting products, and people are really there for the content and the community. Template number 3 is to come up with a hybrid name. This is where it would include your name and the thing that your channel is about. For example, I see this a lot. If you have like an investing channel, you'll typically see people with their name and then it'll be dash investing or something similar to that. And the reason why they're doing this is they want to get that keyword investing into their channel name. And this is a strategy you could use if you're a smaller channel to actually start getting some search to your channel just based off your channel name. And obviously your content, the titles, description, all that stuff also needs to tie into whatever that keyword is you're going for. Now, this one might be one of my least favorite ways to go just because they can tend to get pretty long. But at the end of the day, this method still works. works. We see people like Authentic, Ben Schmank, Justin Brown, Primal Video, The Beat by Alan Parr. All these guys have their brand name and they have their real name inside of their YouTube channel. They're kind of building up both brands. The main thing to focus on here is just making sure that your channel name is not too long, that people aren't actually getting to read the full thing. A lot of times simple is better, and so take that into account when you're choosing your name. Before we get to the fourth one, another major tip is to model the masters. Look at what other people are doing in your niche and see what's working. See what you like about their name. Do a lot of people in this niche have just their first name or just their first and last name? Are they nicknames? Do they have keywords inside of their names? These are things that you can look at, things that you can analyze, and then make a decision for yourself if you want to actually follow that trend, or maybe you want to be different and stick out, which sometimes is the better route to go. Speaking of being different, the fourth template is choosing a creative name. This could be a nickname that you have, or this could be a name that really makes no sense. It's just creative and unique and different, and also doesn't really tie into the thing that you're actually doing on YouTube. A great example is Dude Perfect. If you just look at Dude Perfect, you don't really know what the channel is about, but the thing is, when you click on their channel, you look at their videos, you look at their banner, you instantly know what their channel is about. And that's something to consider, is the overall branding of your channel. If your name really makes no sense, but you love it, you can build that brand to be whatever it is you want to be. And when people see your banner, when they see your videos and your titles and thumbnails, they're going to know what your videos are about. Another example of this is Corridor Crew. It's really insider language for the people who are subscribers of Corridor Digital. They know what the Corridor Crew is, but for someone on the outside looking in, it doesn't really make sense to them. But again, you click on their channel and you instantly know what their channel is all about. Now, if you're someone who just wants to separate your personal life from your online life, this might be the route to go, is finding a unique name where, as if someone searches you, if you're doing like a job application, they're not going to find your YouTube channel right away. And if that's you, for whatever reason, you just want to have fun with YouTube and you don't really want relatives or other people finding your channel, then choose a creative name. And the benefit here is you can really find something that's unique, stands out, and is memorable. Now, once you decide on the template that you want to go with, if you're having some trouble coming up with a name, I got a couple more tips to make it easier for you. One resource you should definitely be using to get tons of ideas is thesaurus.com. Once you figure out what your channel is about, let's say it's about fishing for beginners, and maybe you just want to build like a community of people on this channel, you're kind of going with that brand name, you can go in and throw in some relevant keywords and then find some synonyms, and you might find some really cool words that you could actually use in your brand name. Now, if you're really stuck, I definitely recommend using a random name generator. This is just going to give you some really weird ideas, but who knows, you might get something really interesting out of it, or at least a few ideas to get you going. Now, with that out of the way, here's 4 mistakes that you need to avoid when coming up with your YouTube name. The first one is choosing your name without going through and making sure that the domain is available. Now, if you're looking to really build a business and brand, you want to make sure that whatever brand name you're choosing, that there is a domain that you can send people to, because you want to make sure the YouTube channel name and the domain are the same. Now, of course, this is not always possible. Don't let this stop you from actually choosing your name and just getting started on YouTube, because a lot of domains are taken up, but it is something to consider, especially if you're wanting to build a business with your YouTube channel. Mistake number 2 is not checking the other social media platforms to make sure that those @names are available on the platforms you want to be on. Now, I have a link in the description where you can actually put in an @name, and it's going to tell you where it's available on all the social media platforms. That way you don't have to go to every single social media app and put in that @name to see if it's available. You can just use this website and it will tell you if it's taken or not. Mistake number 3 is not checking on YouTube. Now, you still can name a YouTube channel if someone else named that YouTube channel first. But what you want to make sure of is that the name isn't already tied to some huge successful YouTube channel, because it's going to be a lot harder for people to find you in search if there is a bigger YouTube channel who already has the name and is dominating that keyword. So remember, you still can choose the same YouTube channel name as someone else. However, when it comes to the actual YouTube link, the youtube.com/channel name, you can actually only claim one of those. That's not really a big deal for me. I wouldn't worry about that, but just wanted to share that with you so you know. And mistake number 4 is people just make their names way too confusing with different letters and different numbers inside of their channel name, that it gets really confusing, especially when you're trying to share it with somebody. The point here is to think bigger. Maybe you're on a live stream or a podcast and you're trying to tell people to go to your channel. If it's really hard for you to actually communicate what that channel name is, maybe you should go with a different name that is memorable and easy to communicate in search. search inside of YouTube. Now, don't put too much pressure on your YouTube channel name because you're also gonna have your profile picture, your banner, your just YouTube channel in general is gonna have its own branding. And so if you're brand new and you haven't set up your YouTube channel yet, then click on the screen and watch that video. I'll walk you through exactly how to set up your YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.